All right, council meeting of April 21st, 2020 is now called to order. Jeff, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, I will. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
Liberty and justice for all.
That was kind of weird.
Thank you, Jeff. Donna, you want to do the roll call, please?
Yes, I will. Councilmember Feast. Here. Councilmember Inesco.
Here.
Councilmember Bode.
Here.
Mayor Dorsey.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Peterson.
Here.
Councilmember McDowell.
Present.
Councilmember Schmidt.
Here.
All right. Does council have any changes to the agenda?
No.
Nope. Okay, hearing none.
And Mr. Mayor, if I could, there's not a change to the agenda, but I did want to point out that item 8 on your agenda under the consent agenda is an extension of the suspension to the telephonic participation protocol in your protocol manual. And if council concurs, we would like to extend that until the end of the current public health crisis.
Concur.
Concur. Yes.
Concur.
Yes.
All right. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as published?
So moved.
All
Second
right, we
that.
have a motion and a second, right? I heard a second.
Yes, second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, Donna, do we have any public comment at all tonight? Do you know of from outside?
Not that I'm aware of. Let's ask Mr. Knighton. Do you have anything?
Don't have anything as of yet. I have my telephone and email available, and we should wait 30 to 45 seconds in order for our live stream partner, Mason Web TV, to make sure that that live stream catches up so that we'll be able to get any public comment that anyone would like to offer.
All right. So are we counting now?
I'm setting a timer.
Everybody do some push-ups or something?
You first.
I'll pass on that.
I have a timer going.
I'd volunteer to do some, but I couldn't prove that I did them, so. 'Cause I'm not on camera.
One benefit to having your camera off. I'll need to remember that next time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been 30 seconds, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Let's move on to the action agenda then. City Manager Jeff Knighton has some information for us about a contract to replace the water main at the Coffee Creek.
Thank you very much, members of council and Mr. Mayor and any members of the public who may be participating. In the summer of 2019, the Washington State Department of Transportation commenced a project to remove a fish passage barrier in Coffee Creek near US 101 and the Railroad Avenue, Shelton Matlock Road interchange. WashDOT contracted with Scarcella to complete the design build project. And as part of that project, there was a City of Shelton water line that runs through part of that project and needed to be moved as part of the construction. We discussed with WashDOT's contractor, who did go through a competitive bidding process with WashDOT and accepted their bid of $52,099.72, which will be paid out of the water utility fund. And with that, I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Anyone have a question?
No.
Just a comment. This is Joe. You know, just in the future, when we catch wind of projects, and I know that you know, in hindsight, it's easy to say, you know, we should have kind of known about the water main and things like that. But at the same time, I also know that the communication from the design builder could have been a little bit better. So it's not necessarily something that the city could have, you know, 100% mitigated, but just in the future, when we catch wind of projects in our area or wherever we service, it's just a good idea to make sure that we continue to work with the local design build or the local departments or different areas, so we're not kind of caught at the last minute. But I appreciate the work that you guys did do to try to mitigate all these costs to get us to this point. So thanks for that.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. Do we have a motion?
I move to approve the Coffee Creek Water Main Replacement Project and authorize the mayor to sign a contract with Scarcella Brothers Incorporated.
Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second to approve the Coffee Creek Water Main Replacement Project and authorize me to sign the contract with Scarcella Brothers Incorporated. All in favor, say aye.
Mr. Mayor,
Aye.
if I could, can we just wait that 30 seconds again in
Oh,
case
yeah.
any member of the public would like to comment?
Yeah. You got, Donna, have the clock started?
I've got it started. Here we are.
I think you should count, Donna, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
No, we need the Jeopardy count.
Oh,
Yep.
there you
Da,
go.
da, 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 da.
Thanks, Kathy. That's all.
You're very welcome.
Oh.
Oh,
I saw that, Jeff.
is he eating?
No.
No.
Time's up, Mr. Mayor.
All right, we'll start over with, we have a motion and a second to approve the Coffee Creek Water Main Replacement Project and authorize me to sign the contract with Scarcella Brothers Incorporated. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay.
All opposed? Motion carries. Jeff, will you give us your city manager's report?
I will. I have just a couple of things to mention this evening. The first, and I am very grateful and happy to be announcing this, our Public Works Director started last Monday. His name is James Harris, goes by Jay, and he was the Public Works Director for the city of Newburgh, Oregon for 8 years preceding his start here, and then city engineer in Newburgh for 2 years prior to that. So he has a tremendous amount of experience in the public works field and is already hit the ground running and is learning as much as he can in the short amount of time that he's been here. And with everything that's going on, I can't imagine starting a job or a new position when the COVID-19 crisis is on us. But Jay's taken to it, and we're very happy to have him. And he is with us tonight. And Jay, if you'd like to say a few words. I know he's here. I saw him.
I see him.
He's muted.
Oh.
We'll do virtual handshakes.
You heard Kathy.
Fist bumps. There you go.
All right. Chief, do you have anything to report tonight?
Okay, I think I'm here, folks. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Okay.
I was muted by the host, so Donna had me muted,
Oh,
which is
Donna.
good, because sometimes I can talk a little too much. So it's good that she has that capability, so she can cut me off at any moment, right? So Jeff, thank you for the introduction. I'm happy to be here. So my background, I was with Newburgh. Newburgh is twice the size of Shelton. And we had a water plant, sewer plant, maintenance division, engineering division, a lot of development going on. We had ODOT constructed a bypass through the city. There was a lot of coordination with that. So a lot of growth. I've been involved in a lot of various conversations along the way, obviously. So the things that are happening here and that I'm listening to, I've already heard in another jurisdiction for the most part. But prior to that, though, I was a counselor at the city of Tualatin for 8 years. We had a couple tax increment financing districts that I worked on there. Got a lot of experience with the community and government as a counselor. And then also I was a senior engineer at a little small land use planning, surveying, and design company for 20 years prior to that, and before I came into government service. So I've had a real varied background in a lot of different things. I'm also a treasurer of the Tualatin Library Foundation, which I started, a little nonprofit. So I'm going to have to depart from that venture here soon. But so I got a lot of different things. So I'm here. We have a place in Oakville, Washington. My family came across on the wagon in 1872 and homesteaded a place. And I fixed the house up from 1882, and I'm living in it now. And one of my goals was to move up to Oakville, Washington. I know it's a little odd, full time. And when this opportunity came available, it just fit with my long range plans of wind things down in the future. So you got me here for 5+ years. I should be here helping you figuring out a lot of different things. I'm used to, Newburgh was a very proactive, reactive city. Didn't have a very good paving program, pothole repairs, street signs, wastewater plant failing, permit failures, I&I, line overflows. I mean, just the whole menu going on here. And we were able to get us out of reactive mode and to a very proactive maintenance routine. But it takes years. It takes some software packages. It takes us all to turn into good planners. And I say all, I need your guys' assistance too, of moving things forward and getting us to a much better place where we're well taken care of, a well taken care of city. I know Jeff has a lot of goals that I really like, in terms of the community and his vision and all that. And I think we're going to pair up real well together. I'm happy to be here. Great staff, you guys. Great place to work. Although it's been a little lonely around here. Okay, so, but that should change in the next few weeks. And thank you for the opportunity.
Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks.
for coming here.
Thanks, Jay.
Mhm.
How about Chief? You have anything for us tonight, or?
I got a note from Donna that she sent me that said the host said unmute. I didn't know if she wanted me to cut Jay off, so I wasn't going to.
All right.
I'm not saying a word.
I'm just here to answer any questions you have.
Anybody have any questions for anybody?
Excuse me. I hear we're having a little bit more break-in downtown.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's more, but it was concentrated in a short period of time. It's not unusual to have, burglaries occur, but to have them occur over one weekend is a little bit unusual. We think that 2 of them are related. As a business owner, you know the importance of video.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those businesses had video that we may be able to work with.
Great.
All right.
A lot of illegal garbage dumping.
That's been a problem. Every morning we meet with the county
Oh.
DEM. They've noticed a lot out in the county, a lot more than normal. And the transfer station has seen a real increase, and they've even shut down the recycling out there because of that.
It's going on right at the end of our street here. It's just.
Did you call the police department?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm housebound. I'm under house arrest.
We
All
will.
right.
We will work on it.
Okay, thanks.
So a couple other things on my list, Mr. Mayor and council members. There is, we've talked in the past about the potential 4th stimulus bill that's expected sometime in May. Right now, the way that's shaping up is an additional 500 billion for state and local governments. That at the moment, it's looking like the threshold for population for jurisdictions that will be eligible is 50,000 people. We are still working on that with our representatives at the federal level, and we will try to get that to where we can be directly helped by that rather than having any dollars filter through multiple jurisdictions before they come to us to actually put them to work. So we are still working on that. And then I don't know how many of you tonight watched Governor Inslee's press conference at 5 o'clock. There was no extension at that time of the stay-at-home order. So right now the date of May 4th is still stands as far as I understand it. He did mention several health models that he was looking at and gathering data from in order to make a decision, but he did not give us any change in direction from his press conference tonight. But I did note that one major thing that really caught my attention was the governor said that it will be this way, the way that we're operating now, or the way that we'll operate May 4th, until we have a vaccine.
Yeah.
So that was the one major statement that caught my attention. Everything that I have seen, unfortunately, is that a valid and robust vaccine program takes anywhere from 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, it's a year plus away.
So that was an important piece of information that I got out of his press conference this evening. As we get more information from the state and from our federal partners, I will be sure to keep the council up to date on what that new information is and if there's any change in direction. And that's all I have.
Well, I don't know if our economy will last that long.
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else? All right. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 at 6 o'clock. This meeting is adjourned. Night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. Nice to see everyone.
Nice to meet you, James.
Hey, Megan.
Excuse me.